Hello everyone. So today we are going to do your class 9th chapter 2 polynomial next video. In the earlier video we already have known two polynomials, coefficients, variables, constants, about their degrees. Okay. So now in this chapter polynomial we are considering only the variables, or you can say polynomials in one variable only. Polynomials in one variable only. Okay, means we are having only one variable. We can say x or t or y, any one variable we will be having in the statements. So consider now p of x. Consider the polynomial p of x. Let's say suppose it is 5. I have taken over here which variable? X. So I have to write in the polynomial x only. 5x raised to power 4 plus 4x raised to power 3 minus x raised to power 2 plus 4. Okay. Let's consider this polynomial. Now the question is, find the value of px at x is equals to 1. The question is, find the value of px at x is equals to 1. So now we have to concentrate on this part only. We need the value of this polynomial at x is equals to 1. So on the place of x, what the value we should fill? 1. Okay, wherever x is written, we will fill the value 1. Got my point? So I am writing over here p of 1. On the place of x, what I have written? 1. Then again 5 on the place of x, 1 raised to power 4 as it is, plus 4 as it is, then 1, then cube as it is, minus 1 square plus 4. Got it? Then now we have to solve it. 5 as it is, 1 raised to power 4 means 1 raised to power 4 means 4 times multiplication of 1. So 1 ones are 1, 1 ones are 1, 1 ones are 1. So what we get? 1. Okay, put it in bracket only. So 4 again 1 raised to power 3. What we have to do? We have to multiply 1 by 3 times. So 1 ones are 1, 1 ones are 1. So 1 minus 1 raised to power 2 means multiply 1 by 2 times. So 1 ones are 1. So 1 plus 4. So now remove the brackets. So bracket means multiplication. So 5 and 1 we have to multiply. So 5 ones are 5 plus 4 ones are 4 minus 1 plus 4 as it is. So now calculate, firstly add the terms. 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 4 13. Write 13 minus 1 following the Dumas rule. So now 13 minus 1 is 12. So what we get? P of 1. Okay. So P of 1 is 12. So we got the value of Px at x is equals to 1, means the value of this polynomial at x is equals to 1 is 12. So our answer is this. Okay. Got it? So now like this you can fill any value. Suppose you want to fill minus 1. So I am filling over here only. Suppose you want to fill the value x is equals to minus 1. So what you have to do? You have to replace 1 with minus 1. Everywhere it would be minus 1, right? So minus 1 4 times. Over here, come over here. Minus 1 4 times means minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and minus 1. Multiplication of 1 to 4 times would be 1 only. And now come to the minus 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be plus. Okay, if the counting is even, then the symbol of plus will occur, and if the counting is odd, then the symbol of minus will occur. So now over here, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So how many times minus is there? 1, 2, 3. Number of times is odd, so minus will occur. Okay, next minus 1 2 times. So it would be 1, 1, 2. 2 times plus, so it would be plus. So now over here you can replace your values plus 1 only, then here minus 1, then minus 1 and minus 1 square is plus 1. Got it? So next, here 4 ones are 4 and plus minus minus. Symbols will change. Okay, here 1 was of plus, so I kept 1 plus, and here 4 ones are 4, plus minus 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 symbol will occur. Okay, so next, now add the, I'm removing this. Okay, now solve it. 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 4 10. So 10 minus 4. Okay, I have solved these because these all numbers were of plus symbol, and then I kept minus 4 as it is, so it became 6. So now P of minus 1 we get 6. Okay, like this you can fill the values of x minus. Okay, so now next we are doing with the fraction. Next, now we have to find the value of px at x is equals to, suppose 1 over 2. So I have taken a fraction. Okay, now find the value of px at x is equals to 1 by 2. So now fill the value of x 1 by 2. So I am again writing p of 1 by 2. On the place of x I have kept 1 over 2 equals to 5 as it is. 1 over 2 raised to power 4 plus 4 as it is. 1 over 2 raised to power 3 minus 1 over 2 raised to power 2 plus 4. Got it? Next, solve it. 1 over 2 raised to power 4, 5 as it is. 1 over 2 raised to power 4 means multiplication of 1 over 2 4 times. 1 over 2, 1 over 2, 1 over 2 and 1 over 2. So what we get? 1 ones are 1, 1 ones are 1, 1 ones are 1 over 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16. So what we get? 1 over 16. Got it? Next, plus 4 as it is. 1 over 2 raised to power 3 means multiplication of 1 by 2 how many times? 3 times. So again 1 ones are 1, 1 ones are 1, 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8. So what we get? 1 over 8. Okay, then minus 1 over 2 2 times. So 1 raised to power 2 means 1 by 2, 1 by 2 2 times. So 1 ones are 1, 2 twos are 4. So what we get? 1 over 4. Clear? Now solve it. 5 ones are 5 over 16 plus 4 ones are 4. You can cancel if you want. 4 over 8 minus 1 over 4 plus 4. Okay, now you can take LCM, or you can do whatever in the way whatever you want to do. You can take LCM, you can cancel the items. Okay, so I am taking over here LCM. LCM would be 16. Okay, so 16, divide 16 by 16 1, then multiply by 5 5, plus divide 16 by 8, we get 2, multiply 2 with 4 8, minus divide 16 by 4, what we get? 4, 4 ones are 4, plus 4 over 1, divide 16 by 1, so 16, 16 fours are 64. So now consider the plus items only, these one. So 8 plus 5 13, so add 13 to 64, 77 minus 4 as it is over 16. So what do you get? 77 minus 4, 73 over 16. This is your answer. Okay, got it? So now we have done finding the value of any polynomial at given points. I have told you of positive number, a negative number and a fraction. We are having two questions over here. First is check whether this is a 0 of this or not. Okay, so this is a polynomial. First of all, say consider or let p of x plus 2. Okay, so now this is your polynomial. What you have to do, you have to check. What we have to check? That minus 2 is a 0 of this polynomial or not. So means we have to fill the value minus 2 in place of x. Now it is not given directly x is equals to minus 2. So you have to understand it that this is the value of x only. So now fill this value in the place of x. So p of minus 2 would be minus 2 plus 2. So minus 2 plus 2 cancelled. So what we get? 0. So now p of minus 2 is answer is 0. When you get your answer 0, it means that this is your 0 of polynomial. Okay, so now you have to say yes, minus 2 is a 0 of, you can write px also, x plus 2. Got it? So if you get your answer, if you get the value of your polynomial 0, then you can say that yes, this is the 0 of our polynomial. Okay, so now if it is given, then you can fill the value. Suppose the question is, next question is verify. So first of all, do say find, say find the 0 of polynomial pt t minus 8. So question is find the 0. Over here it was check whether it is a 0 of or not. You have to fill the value. Now they asked you find the 0. When they told you find the 0, you have to equate it to the 0. Okay, so equate your polynomial. Solution is, what the solution is? Equate your polynomial pt to 0. Okay, so now what we get? T. We want to find out the value of t. So take your 8 to the 0 side. So it would be 0 plus 8. T would be 8. So what is the 0 of this polynomial? 8. Okay, you can say that 8 is the 0 of this polynomial. When you have to find out, you have to equate it to the 0. When you have to check, just you have to fill that value in your polynomial. Got it? Okay, so now we are on remainder theorem. What does remainder theorem state? Okay, so the statement is, let px be any polynomial. Px, we are having any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. Means it should have a degree 1, or you can say it should be a linear polynomial, and a be any real number. A is any real number. If we divide this polynomial by any linear polynomial x minus a, then what would be the remainder? P of a. For understanding this theorem, first of all we have to understand the division. You already know division. What division is? Suppose I am dividing 6 by 3. Okay, so I am dividing 6 by 3. So this is our dividendo. This is our divisor. Here 3 2s are 6. This is our quotient. Okay, and this is our remainder. This you already know, right? This is called dividendo, this is called divisor, this is called quotient, and this is called remainder. What is left behind is called remainder. So this theorem is the just I think mathematical definition of division only. So now I am writing over here, this is my px now. Okay, now talk about the theorem. The polynomial is px. They said if px is divided, we have to divide px by what? X minus a. Getting me? We have to divide px by x minus a. So obviously we will be having a quotient, right? And remainder too. So to quotient I am writing qx, and to remainder I am writing rx. Okay, so now This is just your division only I have written. So now I am writing over here what my px is. Okay, what my px is. For this we are writing this. First of all, write dividendo equals to, we have to multiply always these two. We have to multiply our quotient with divisor. So what is the quotient? Quotient is 2. Quotient is 2. 2 multiply 3 plus remainder 0. We are always writing this like this now. Means dividendo equals to quotient into divisor plus remainder. Always we like division, we write like this. So now write this. So what would be your dividendo? It should be the multiplication of this. Multiply qx multiplied with x minus a. Okay, I have multiplied these two plus remainder. Got it? We have to multiply quotient with the divisor plus we have to write remainder. Okay, this is just from division only. So now particularly if I find a, if I particularly find this in a, so what I will get? P of a is q a, x in place of x I am putting a. Got it? On the place of x I just kept the value of a. Okay, so now what I get? A minus a is 0. So 0 into something 0. So this whole became 0. So now P of a is R of a. That only I said that my remainder would be, this is what? This is remainder. Remainder. So now if I divide px by x minus a, if I divided px by x minus a, what the remainder I got? P of a. Got it? So remainder is P of a. Got it? So now we will solve the sums based on this theorem. Now we are having questions based on remainder theorem. Find the remainder when this polynomial is divided by this polynomial. Okay, so first thing you have to do in solution is, first of all, write this as px. You can say let px is x raised to power 4 plus x raised to power 3 minus 2x raised to power 2 plus x plus 1. I have written this as px. Okay, so now by what we have to divide? X minus 1. So you have to do, what you have to do? You have to find the 0 of this polynomial. What you have to do? I am writing in bracket, find the 0. So when we have to find the 0, what we have to do? We have to keep it equals to 0. Okay, we have to equate it to 0. So now this side minus 1 is there. When we go to the right side of the equal, what it would be? 0 plus 1. So x is equals to 1. What the value of x we get? 1. So just fill the value over here. So what we get? P of 1 is 1 raised to power 4 plus 1 raised to power 3 minus 2 1 raised to power 2 plus 1 plus 1. So now 1 raised to power 4, I already told you 4 times 1, 1 plus 1 raised to power 3 means multiplication of 1 how many times? 3 times. It would be 1 minus 2 as it is 1 raised to power 2 means 1 into 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it would be 1 plus 1 minus 2 ones are 2 plus 1 plus 1. So now plus items, it would be 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4. It would be 4 minus 2, answer 2. Got it? So the remainder is, you have to find the remainder. So remainder is 2. Got it? By the remainder theorem. This question was by the remainder theorem. Now I have two problems in your exercise 2.3. You can do exercise 2.3 easily now. Now you are having two problems. I think you may have. One question is divide the polynomial by x plus pi. One question is this, and the second I think is divide the polynomial by x minus 3/2 like this. One fraction is there and one pi is there, so you don't have to worry, just you have to find the zero. Find 0. This portion I'm telling about. Okay, so now you have to find the 0, so it would be pi, that side it would be minus pi. So on the place of x where we have filled the value 1, so there in that polynomial in the question you have to fill the value minus pi. Okay, so this you can, when you equate to 0, it would be x is equals to, this side it is of minus, then we get plus 3/2. So there you have to fill the value of x 3/2. Okay, got it? So now you can do your exercise 2.3 easily.